All right. Excuse me. Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a good day here. Bitcoin just got slammed over the last hour, so I wanted to cover it with you guys here. Before then, let me give Loki a treat. We're running low on these little nugget things here, so I gotta buy him some more. But he seems to like them a lot, so I might actually make a homemade version of this instead of relying on trusting the corporations for the food. But anyway, hope you guys are all doing good. Loki wants a little bit of a treat. Yep. And there you go. So he's being a good boy here. If only Bitcoin would be doing something as well. So hey, B-Way, excuse me, who's? Hey, B-Way, happy to see you and Angel. Why is this happening, bro? Basically because we just hit a level of resistance and we got rejected hard from it. I don't know if you were, Loki, up here. There you go. I don't know if you were watching last night, but actually we were talking about a move up and then a slam back down. And this is pretty much what's happening right now. I'll pull up the chart here in a second. But again, when you're looking at Bitcoin, Bitcoin still remains overly bearish. The monthly chart is bullish, turning neutral. The weekly chart, very, very bearish. The daily chart just turning back into bearishness today. The 4-hour chart was very bearish. The 2-hour chart was bearish. The 1-hour chart was bearish. All that stuff has been bearish for a while now. And we finally have a little bit of a reckoning happening, I guess you would say. Because no matter what we try to do to get back up there, we're still getting slammed. I'm not too concerned about this move overall, I would say. It's mostly just saying, hey, there's a lot of resistance we have to deal with, and that's going to be with us for some time here. So let me roll up this sleeve here very fast. I have these nice, I have this nice shirt. I like it a lot, but I hate having it like that or, up here. I need to have it folded back. I'm a weird person. Anyway, let's go over here very fast. And there you go. So this is the 15-minute chart. The first day trade we did of this cycle, we were talking about, hey, let's buy right here, or buy over here. And I sold over here for a nice little scalp. Our target was 61,000, but you could tell over here it wasn't going to hit. Then last night I was like, maybe I'll take a short because I think we're going to most likely go back over here over the next few days. But once I saw us peaking up right here and not coming back down, I just decided to close it so I can open up a new short over here. And I opened up a new short, but it was actually over here. So I was actually a little bit off. So far, it's good. I closed the position before we started going live. And now I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens next. These are usually pretty short-term trades for me right now, just because, again, this market has been overall very boring. I think you guys can understand, and that boringness means you can't really get all the great profits you're hoping for, like when the market's doing these types of beautiful moves, or these types. Really it's this type that we're looking for, but usually it's on the long side, not the short side. Even this is kind of small when you think about it compared to what we've seen before. Now let's back up a little bit. Let's take off the $61,000 level of resistance. Back over to this daily chart very fast. We still have to break down below this support here. So if you guys are really antsy about, taking some shorts or waiting for this to come back down, I would still give this a little bit more time here and wait for that confirmation. Basically, the MACD on the daily chart is still green here. I typically will wait for it to fully turn red before investing. This typically means I might not get the best buying spot. Like you can see right here, this is when everything was bearish. You pull this up a little bit further. You can see I didn't get the top here, but I don't really care about the top, right? I just want to be able to open a position, close it, and I want to be able to make some money. And again, I didn't even close my position all the way back down here. I closed my position over here because that's where the support was. So, there's tons of different ways of going about this. But right now, it seems like whales are playing some games now. This is a lot of large movers coming in. So like, whale. Oh, man. See, spilling drinks. Basically, whales coming in. Hold on a second here, guys. Do I have... There we go. Got to protect my mouse, and then everything else is fine here. There we go. I had fresh brewed Jamaica. That's a shame. All right. There we go. But anyway, that's basically what's going on right now. So, especially, I think you can see it easier on the 15-minute chart. You can see that beautiful move we had. What did we hit, though? The very top of this candle was basically 61,166, so basically around the 61,000 mark, and then boom, we got knocked back down for a pretty big rejection there. You can almost see this actual, right? You see the shoulder, head, and the shoulder right here, and then we just broke down below that, and boom, That was the move that we just saw happen over the past couple hours here. Let me do something very fast. Give me 1 second, guys. Where's my face at? All right, give me a second while I clean up this mess. Alright, we should be good. There we are. It was a lot more liquid than I thought, but it's also... We're good. Alright, I didn't want it to hit any electrical devices and stuff like that. Let's see. There we are. I'm gonna have a lot of stained towels, but I think I'll be fine. What's right here? And hey, Crypto Ricky, happy to see you guys. How was the mini golf? Mini golf was very, very fun. I haven't done golf in quite a bit of time here. Stacking up on the way down. The good thing is it wasn't actually a crazy bad move. It's something that we foresaw yesterday, right? There was a reason why when I took that initial short over here, I was like, I probably shouldn't take it because it's going to go back up before moving back down. That's exactly what happened here. You get out of there. I know. I spilt some shit. I know. See, there we go. All right, at least today's laundry day. How's that looking back there? Okay, yeah, I'm pretty much gonna have to take off all my monitors and like do a clean wipe down with like the Clorox wipes. I spilled a lot of drink here. It was like a full thing, and I expelled it. That's the second time I've spilt tea on my desk in a week. That is crazy. What's right here? I'm so tired of losing. It's ridiculous. Tell me about it right now. Well, I wouldn't say... Oh, hold on a second. I would say right now, it's not even about losing money. It's just the complete boredom of what's been happening here. There's nothing really going on. Again, we've had this move over here, but ultimately, if we just zoom out here, which, you know, I like to zoom out, all we've really been seeing is a bunch of sideways action. But generally, we keep on falling down, so we're hoping that we don't... This weekly chart will make it a little bit easier. We don't want to face a capitulation if we break down below the $50,000 threshold here, right? Like if we actually close down below this, last time we just worked down here, then got bought up because Wall Street pretty much saved us. If we were to drop back down here, this is where we have a large move back down to the mid-40s. And man, the mid-40s is not a bad price to buy Bitcoin, but it's going to be crazy for altcoins here. My hope is that we just continue going sideways here. Maybe it'll be a rough time. Maybe we go back down to the low 50s, but we hold, and then coming in November after we have the rate cuts, in September after the rate cuts, October after the rate cuts, that's when we start to see some of these larger moves. And, you know, that's a lot to ask for right now because every time we try to get some hope here, we typically get knocked back down. The reason I don't think I'm been trading as much here besides a few scalps though is because a lot of the trades we did was this initial move back down here from like 49,000 back up to 65. That in itself for the 3 weeks that happened, that was a 33% move for Bitcoin in 14 days. So I think it's okay right now that we are just cooling off a little bit with one bad week. I think where I start to get concerned again is if we start to break down below this block and hold down here and start retesting the low 50s. That's why I start to get more concerned. Until then, oh boy, I think it's better just to kind of give this some leeway, kind of see where it goes. It's not the same as what we've been dealing with over here. You can see those more distinct patterns like flags breaking out, that type of stuff. Right now, I mean, yeah, we've already broken down out of any upward trend line. We had this one over here. It kind of broke out, didn't really do much. It's basically just meh and meh. And I think if you go over here to Twitter, and you start looking at some of the stuff going on, you know, BlackRock when everyone's selling Bitcoin, loading up right now. I mean, that's what most people are trying to do here, but you only have so much capital. BlackRock has unlimited, but, you know, you and me, we got a limit to how much we can spend on our assets. Right? Donald Trump about to announce a plan to make USA the Bitcoin capital of the world. We'll see what happens here. I'm excited to see if it works, but right now, I don't know if it'll have a huge impact on the price action that we've been looking at. This is from the 27th. So a solar miner just mined a block with 3.27 Bitcoin worth 199,000. Damn, that's crazy. Old. It's July. Jesus, X needs to fix their algorithm like desperately. The greatest Bitcoin story ever told. Share this with everyone you know. Oh no, I'm not sharing that. 4 hours ago, Bitcoin does Bitcoin things. I don't make the rules. It is nice to look at the long term here. It is nice to look at the long term. That's for sure. I just really hope this rally we can go a lot higher here. I want to see that making that nice move. Would you rock the Bitcoin supply formula on a hat? That'd be interesting. During this bull market, but no, that's August. Oh, that's from yesterday. That's not bad. Stop selling. Like people on X are just gonna stop selling because of the fear. Should have $100 in those stocks. Oh, see, that's old. That's from 2003. Jeez, 2023. Uber CEO wants to accept Bitcoin and crypto as payment method. That'd be nice to see. I think people are realizing that you can sell to the crypto community. So now, you know, Wall Street and everything is going to try to sell us different products that we may or may not like. I don't know how that's going to react. Yeah, that's Bitcoin right now. Yeah, that's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's holding up its arms and saying, lift me up, please. Oh, man. Yeah, there's not many new posts about Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin as a whole is kind of the social, like, you know, people getting really excited about it. It's dying off a little bit right now. And maybe that's because, you know, it's the end of summer. People have stuff to do. At the end of the day, it's just not the best market to be trading in for like those crazy gains that everybody knows. Right now, you have to be more experienced to want to trade crypto or even the stock market, right? Whereas, you know, when everything's good for Bitcoin and we're in that parabolic mode, you just put money anywhere, then you easily pull out more money. You know, it's very simple. Right now, it's not the simple way to invest in the markets. It's not as easy as it once was. That being said, let's take a quick look at Market Cipher here. This is the 4-hour chart. You can see that dump that just happened here. Overall, it was still bearish. Let me see. When did this tell us it was a good time to start selling off? Yeah, right over here a few hours ago, and that actually pulled out a good move. But so as far as I understand, this X is when you have a whale coming in here and really pushing down the price. It doesn't happen as often. You can see one right there, one right there, one right there. Maybe that's the white X. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so you can definitely see some bearish moves there. The overall market's actually not doing bad today. NASDAQ is doing bad just because of NVIDIA, but everything else is fine. Right, now NASDAQ is positive right there, right? We got inflation indicators coming out Friday. Intel talking. Affirm share surge 34. I know I'm going to sell this, I think, over the next couple days. Gap beats earnings. No. Oh, this was a good story here. I don't know if you guys know this, but Dollar General shares crater 25% as retailer cuts outlook, blaming financially constrained customers. Like, the very, very poorest citizens have like no money right now, and that's a huge deal because I know we don't think about them as like big parts of the economy. There's a lot more of them nowadays than there used to be. So if they're running out of money, that is important because that's where usually they funnel that money over to businesses that pay the middle class usually. So I want to see if this does improve or not. When people say there's a recession, things are happening, things are really bad. You know, and the media says, oh, things aren't really that bad. No, this is the stuff that says, hey, things are not going too well. And look at this. Dollar General is down 29% right now, and Dollar Tree is down 9% right now. I mean, that's not good at all. The rest of the market's kind of iffy because we were actually having a very good day. Then literally over the last couple hours, we got slammed back down. You can see a lot of nothing really happening here. Toncoin is back up 6%. This has been having its own issues, so this is a little bit of a different technical story. But Tron is up a little bit, like 2%. AVEX is down a little bit, 3%. Chainlink is up a little bit. Mostly not too many crazy moves. I would say most stuff is going to be down over the last 24 hours if you're talking about altcoins. Flare's up 6%. Nothing else is really up about 5%. Leo's up 3%. Sats is up 3%. You know, then we got to start going to 2%. However, Fetch is down 10%. Render is down 9%. We talked about this a little bit ago, and yeah, Render talked about that being very bearish. Boom. Floki down 9%. Floki had a really good day yesterday. Now it's paying the price today. Akash down. I mean, there's a lot of meme coins down right now. Go over to the Tron ecosystem. This is just going to be something we follow for a while here. Just because I'm really curious to see what happens over the next few months as meme coins have their comeback. Will money be rotating more into these Tron meme coins, or will they be going over to the Ethereum ones or the Solana ones? I'm kind of just curious. And right now, you're not really seeing much happening. Sun is up 0.1%, JST is up 0.7%, and Sundog is down 7% here. So they are down quite a bit. WinLink is up 1%, and then you get down to the 28 million, $10 million market caps. A little bit more rocky over here with down 14%, Unch over here, and you got some of the 2 million and so forth. So little while down there. We're gonna stay away from that. As far as news, I guess Trump is teasing a new crypto project. I have no idea what this is. I have not heard much about this. If any of you guys have any news, please let me know. Like, I have no idea what it is, but all I've been hearing is he's going to have like more crypto policy, but not this crypto project. I'm kind of confused about this, right? So let's go back over here. Let me check to make sure my desk is like drying up a little bit here. It is drying up, sweet. Unfortunately, there was well, actually there was no sugar in it, so it's like water and leaves, but you know, nobody wants to deal with cleaning up a mess. Yep, okay, we're good to go. All right. Why is my thing... Let's see. There you go. Sorry. My stream looked like it was buffering. Why is my stream buffering right now? Why is it buffering? I'm giving the full 35,000 like full blast signal to YouTube and Twitter right now. It should be fine. All right. If the stream is lagging, let me know, guys. It shouldn't be lagging, but it is, it looks like. What up, Michael? It's hilarious how everyone got all happy with the overnight pump and then bam, back down. This is what I was explaining last night, though. This is exactly what I explained last night. These types of things happen all the time when you get some false sense of hope. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, we literally talked about this last night, how it looked like it wanted to come back up a little bit, then fall back down. And then boom, here it happens. It just happened to fall so much faster than I thought. I thought it might come a little bit more gradually down, but no, this thing came smack back down. Which again means there's some big heavy whales, and I know Gambix doesn't like the whales. Those whales are playing some games right now, and you can see there was a beautiful pattern that played out. So if you're a day trader and you'll watch this happen in real time, even go over here to the 5-minute chart, you know, you guys can see some of these humps that are happening right here. So you got the shoulder, you got the head, you got the other shoulder, you got this breakdown that happened right here. This is where you start to attack, right? And then boom, come back down for a nice little bit of a play. And if I were to back out of this very fast, get out of the head and shoulders, and push this over. This is a 5-minute chart, so just bear with that for a second. Right? You got your first price target there, second price target right there, the 1 mark on the 1.61. Those are usually good price targets. You guys know I prefer the 1 because I sell too early. This would have been a perfect selling opportunity. And again, you're shorting right there. So you're from there to there. That's about 10 minutes in and out for a nice little profit. That's the type of stuff I prefer when scaling out, especially if you're looking at those smaller time frames. So look at that. Right there to right there. That's about 1%. Is it a lot? No, but with your 10x, 20x, 30x, 40x, 50x leverage, yeah, it can pay pretty darn well. And that's the type of stuff I prefer to do right now because I don't trust these moves, right? And that's why the last day trade I did with you guys, it was literally from... It was from right here to right here. That's all we held through. I was hoping for 60,000 up here, right? But as soon as I saw this flagging out, like that support not breaking to the upside, I just gave up. Now, it did hit the $61,000 target, but I mean, we had to go through some shit to get there, and I'm not the type of guy that wants to hold through all that. You're not really scalping at that point. That's more of a longer-term day trade for you. Excuse me. But yeah, these types of trades, I feel like they're just so much better for me, so much better. Because I can easily get in and out, and at the same time, again, I mean, we were buying after like a major dump. It's a little bit easier, like it's a little bit more, not even easier, just your adrenaline's pumping a little bit more when you get to buy right after a major dip. You're a lot more skeptical of the price action and what's going on here. But when everything's volatile, you have all the day traders coming out, right? You have these types of breakdowns here. You see the breakdown happening. You see the double top happening. Breakdown right there off of the double top. You can play that down, retest of that resistance level, then you continue coming down. A lot of you guys have seen these types of things, and like the books I recommend and the trading patterns, that type of stuff. But even there, again, if you start pulling out different Fibonacci levels, now this one's probably going to be a little bit less reliable, I would say, but let me see. There you go. Yeah, you get some levels of support, not a lot, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, but then kept on coming back down quite a bit. Yeah, we came down hard to that one. Or you do something more of the scalpers one where you pop that right there, put that right there, and you bring that up right there. Then you have your price target right there. If you're breaking down, you have that price target, or you have this price target. Although this one, a little bit more wonky, not as nice as the one I just showed you guys over here. All right. There we go. Sure. I'm gonna turn my music up behind me, so if you guys hear my music, don't tell me so I can turn it down. It's Kanye, so YouTube might not look favorably on on that right there. Major Dipsky, major rips. Major rich. It just really depends on how you play them. Oh Jesus. There you go. There. There you go. Still dealing with the after effects of the juice crash. But yeah, so there's different ways of viewing this right now. For me, it's a scalper's market here. Not even day trading over the last few days. Scalpers, scalpers, scalpers. If you wanted to scalp something, or if you wanted to day trade something, I think it'd be better to look at some of those altcoins that have been more popular over the past few months. So I'm thinking about things like a MOG or a Turbo. Those have pretty substantial moves. So, you might be looking at something from a 1 hour chart to a 4 hour chart. And you can see how, there's been some general moves up here, right? You combine that with the hourly chart, usually you can be okay. Now, it's not going to be perfect 100% of the time, but like if I were to, I don't know, MOG is down here. There's the daily chart, right? Juicier moves, so when things are really moving up, you can just kind of ride that wave. But typically, you might be doing it on the 1 hour chart. Let me see if I can move this. All right, so this is the 1 hour chart. You can see the change of character right here, kind of telling you like, hey, be careful, or short, depending on what you're looking at. If you have the oscillators here, you see how the oscillators are pointing downwards. You can do small trades. Now, you might not hold for this entire thing. I mean, I surely don't. But if you're looking for that sell signal and you're looking for a level of support, you can look right here, a little bit above that level of support, but somewhere down here, there's a level of support. Or what you can do is, again, just look at some of the Fibonacci levels and see what you can find there, or your retracement levels at the same time. I don't know why, but I've always preferred trend-based fib extensions, but like just do it in reverse over Fibonacci retracements. But let's just do a Fibonacci retracement here just so you can see. Right, so you're opening a position right here, no bounce, a little bit of bounce, a little bit of bounce, coming back down here, and you can see it's finding that support. So it was doing okay. I might actually say I probably would have preferred to have the no. There you go. There you go. Step, 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 no step, but rejection. They both have their faults, looks like here. Again, why I like to use the other one. But there you go. These types of moves have been a lot easier for people to trade, I would say, and you're usually looking at more profit. So I'm not going to try to sell you guys the massive gains right here. I'm just going to say, hey, if you short right here, you wait a few hours. Again, maybe you can wait for the retest. Sometimes people wait for that retest there. But let's just say you sell right here. That's about 7% profit for just holding for about 10 hours, right? Not terrible. Or you can try to day trade within this, so when this breaks down, you can try to do that trade. That's all I've been doing here lately. It's simple. It's more simple, I should say. A lot more simple for me. World tokens also something that's been pretty good here. I would say Bitcoin's been fine for me. So I got dog hair in my mouse. I think Bitcoin's been fine for me, but that's only because I've been using, like, I've been forced to use higher leverages. You guys know when I'm swing trading, I prefer a 5 or a 10x leverage. I can kind of just let it ride for a bit. But when I'm scalping or I'm day trading here, mostly scalping, and I only looking for a percent. Okay, if I'm looking for a percent profit, how much profit do I really want overall? I kind of want 20 to 50%. So that means I have to go up to 20 or 50x leverage, which is pretty darn crazy. And you can still see Bitcoin had some really good moves as well. Really good moves. But you got to get out at the right time. Let me turn off this color candles here. I don't like the price action concepts color scheme. I prefer the smart money concepts one. See how it looks a little bit nicer, a little bit more vibrant. Or maybe I changed the colors myself in the settings. That's probably what happened here. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of what's going on here with Bitcoin though. Yeah, it's not pleasant, right? It's just not pleasant at all. Right now we're seeing a little bit more of a bounce. So if you guys wanted to try to trade that, you could, but again, you kind of already missed the boat off of that order block buy zone here. Might actually look to short this back up here around 60,000 though. But yeah, not the best of news hitting Bitcoin right now. And hey, Cryptic Sniper, thank you very much. I appreciate that a lot. If you guys haven't already, please make sure to hit the like button. Bitcoin just ranging, shaking out all the impatient money before the next leg up. Hey, Mr. T, yeah. At this point, I'm kind of fed up with it. I feel like we've been waiting for this sucker to move for a while now. And all we've been able to do is dollar cost average and do a few trades every now and again. There really hasn't been as many nice day trades. Whereas if you kind of go through like the stock market, there's been some crazy nice opportunities in the stock market over the past few weeks. Excuse me. Like let me open up the day trading layout. And let's just open up this one. Let's get rid of that. Let's go over here to breakouts, and let's go over here toward like Apple. All right, that was earnings, so that's gonna be a little bit more different. But you can see how generally these daily signals, you know, telling hey buy here, nice little swing up, should be okay here. So far it's working out. Again, earnings, which makes it a little bit more difficult. But even if you go over here to the hourlies, and you know, you might have to stay out of the pre-market type of thing, but generally speaking, still green. See how it went up, green again, went up, up, up. It's been pretty simple, right? This one only went up a little bit here, not really much. This one's going up a little bit, but it's come back down. You take off, go to regular trading hours. There you go. You can kind of see a little bit more of what's going on here. You got to ride the momentum. So you see momentum is bringing you down right now. So you got to be a little bit more careful here, because this is only the 1 hour chart. Go to the 4 hour chart, right? The start of the momentum change is a beautiful thing. Once you hit your level of resistance, it's up to you to be selling. You don't have to hold through all that crap. You can buy right there. It's up right here. See how much further it goes. But it's been pretty simple to kind of do these you can call them like, you know, 20 to 30 hour trades. That's kind of what I've been hyping up, I think, over the past few months, as you guys. Maybe I've done more than hyping up. I still say the 20 to 30 hour trades are really good trades and trading ideas. Or, you know, links to hold your trades. These little things have been working out pretty well, right? Now this one right here was about 5 days, right? This right here is about the 1 day. Up here is pretty much all I'm looking for, that small move. It's a little bit different because we've taken out the after hours action, so it's like, it's not the full hours, if that makes sense. But you get the point I'm trying to make. These little moves have been great. And you go over to like pretty much anything going on over here. AMD, right? This one did not work right there. This one did. This one did not right here. I guess, oh yeah. Let me see. This still has an opportunity, but yeah, this one didn't work out as well. Amazon, still bearish over here. Worked out fine. That one did not work out. This one worked out. Again, the majority are doing fine, right? It's not going to be perfect, but the majority are doing fine. If you play the start of it, it's usually going to have a nice move for the first few candles. Broadcom, I wonder how Broadcom is actually doing here. That one's been doing okay. Oh yeah, that was a beautiful move there. Anything else that I need to focus on here? Nvidia's still down today, isn't it? Yeah. Nvidia's been pretty chill as far as that's concerned too. Yeah, Jesus, yeah, wow. All right, we can get out of that though. There we are. Volume profile is always a good insight too. That is for sure. Time for extreme leverage and no stop loss in sight. Don't do that. That'd be absolutely insane. Oh man. I mean, like, one of the sponsors of my channel, you guys know, is Weeks, and Weeks has 200% leverage. Do you know how insane that is to need to trade with that much leverage? That is absolutely wild. And I know there's plenty of people that do that, but they trade with low quantities of money. So they're going to have a portfolio of like 5,000 bucks in their futures account, right? And then they're going to do a $100 trade with 200x leverage, and then that's kind of how they're going to do the risk management properly. But if you guys don't have like that $5,000-$10,000, just kind of like as safety money when the price obviously goes down a couple 100%, up a couple 100%, it's going to be very scary, and people are going to panic and sell immediately there. Immediately. Hey, Scandals, happy to see you. Hey, Missy, there's not really much news as far as I've seen. I keep on hearing the news about Trump teasing his new crypto project. I went over here to look at Bitcoin and what was going on here. If you go over to see exactly when Bitcoin started to fall, it was more of a technical rejection of around 61,000 bucks, and not so much of a big news event here. If you recall, last night we were talking about how Bitcoin looked like it wanted to have one big pump before we start coming back down. It actually broke above the 61,000 price target, and then boom, it came right back down afterwards. But it didn't come in like it came in a concerning way, but I don't think like a freaky, oh my god type of way, because we still had time to have a full-on pattern hold itself together. And so it had that shoulder, head, and shoulder right here, plus the breakdown, and then boom, you see that right now. We should try to come back up a little bit more here before eventually going back to the sideways, ranging that we were just talking about here. Who was talking about that just now? Mr. T, right? Oh, yeah, you. But yeah, no big news coming out. We do have some inflation data coming out tomorrow, I believe. Let's go over here very fast. There we go. So let's see right here. There you go. The Commerce Department at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, so that's 5:30 in the morning my time. I am not going to be up for that. Will release a personal consumption expenditures price index, a sprawling measure of what consumers are paying for a variety of goods and services, as well as their spending preferences. So this is going to be pretty interesting. This will help money rotate from certain sectors of the economy. That's basically what this does, and the Fed uses it for different inflation, to measure the temperature of inflation, if you will. But right now, this is not happening until tomorrow morning. People are going to be talking about this. What, for the July readings, that was last month, the Dow Jones consensus sees little change in recent trends, down, 0.2%? Yes. Let's see. The market now. Yeah, the labor market is looking a little bit soft here. Unemployment was up a little bit more than expectations. Not terrible, but a little bit more than expectations. And that was the Bitcoin's fall was well after the news came out this morning. So again, it wasn't anything crazy there. There you go. Ethereum playing the same game. Solana playing the same game. My beautiful oil. Oh God, I still love oil, but I don't know. I just remember I sold off 20% of my oil assets on Friday. And all of a sudden, oil started going back up. So now I'm ticked off a little bit here. Let's see. Let me get out of something here. Something's slowing down my computer more than it should, I would say at this point. Yeah, there. Yeah, there. Yeah, there. Yeah, there. There we are. Okay. Because if we go back over here, you guys know I'm heavy in ExxonMobil. It got back up here. And again, this was Friday right over here. Oh, Friday right over here. And then we got Schlumberger still chilling out over the bottom. This is why I sold off a little bit of the assets. Maybe I should have just kept the ExxonMobil, because ExxonMobil seems to be the king of oil right now. Right? You're seeing this start to teeter off. I don't like that teetering, which is why I sold some off. You go over here to Devon Energy. It's been pretty boring for a while here. Not my favorite, but it's still kind of around. Chevron, I'm waiting for the breakout here. We still don't have anything good happening. We're still consolidating, which is fine. Then ConocoPhillips over here, sideways action. So I might have to rotate some more money back in there. But I think at the same time, it's almost time for me to start selling the banks off here. This is a monthly chart. they've had a pretty good run, you know, since 2022, but I just don't see much reason to be holding these for a while. Not even Chase is really good to me right now. Some of you guys have been asking me about Intel. Intel, we're at 20 bucks right now. This might be an okay time to buy. After that bad move, we were kind of wondering, hey, is it going to keep on going down? What's going to happen here? And guess what? It pretty much has been staying flat here. The health of the company is not good, but there's an opportunity here for those of you guys looking just for a trade. Kind of what we did back with Disney when we thought that they might like stop being so woke and then money might flow in there because they were having that proxy battle. Remember? All we did was pretty much buy right here and ride the wave and then sell right here. And it went a little bit higher, but imagine holding it. Disney. Disney. There you go. If you're not looking to make me money, I'm not going to hold you for a long time. All right, there we go. Let's go back over to the 5-minute chart here. There we go. Oh, God. I haven't heard Kanye in a while, but I started listening to him on TikTok when the TikTok reels started coming through. So now I'm just listening to Kanye freaking nonstop. And hey, Kilo, happy to see you, my man. Hope you're doing well. Lowski, what do you call, that's right here. Oh, I thought you were talking about Loki. I was like, uh-oh. The whole market went down, illustrious de-risking again. Well, there's just not much of a reason for Bitcoin to go up at this point. I think that's the big concern right now. We don't really have much momentum to say, hey, like we should be going up, everything should be good. Why should, like, you know, we should be buying up a lot. And the easiest way, and this is not going to get you the bottom of whatever we're going through right now. But again, the easiest way I've still found to just figure out when to buy is just wait for Bitcoin to get bullish on the MACD again. Usually that's a good enough signal for me to really see what I'm doing. And we're typically looking for those breakouts above those Fibonacci levels. Because there's a fib level above this, there's a fib level above that, there's a fib level up here. Breakout with momentum going up, like the bullish crossover, bullish crossover, bullish crossover. All that happens, I'm going to invest so much money, it's going to be crazy. But I'm still been dollar cost averaging this like we did over here, like we did over here, like we did over here. For my first buy in a Bitcoin was like 26,000. I had to buy for a while before that that profit showed. But I think for now, this is just one gigantic accumulation zone. I think the problem, and I think where people are getting most antsy, is because while Bitcoin might not have gotten down so much, you know, you go over here and you look at something like a ADA, right? ADA has whoosh. I mean, it's come down pretty darn hard. Ape token come down pretty darn hard. Arbitrum come down very hard. AXS not too bad, but still coming back down to the lows we saw in 2023. You got BNB over here, not too bad. This is Binance, so it's kind of its own thing. And CZ coming back may give this a little bit more of a pump here, so I'm optimistic about that. XRP sideways, cool. We'll just live with that. Bitcoin Cash not too bad. Chili's, I mean, whoosh, Chili's is coming to lows we haven't seen since 2021 right now. So, you know what I mean? Comp, still doing okay. Crow, still doing okay. Still coming down a little bit though. Dot, look at that false breakout because momentum never took off. So if you have no momentum and you saw some type of breakout, it's not going to last too long. This is where you have shorter breakouts or shorter trades where it's like, again, 20 to 30 hours. All right. But again, back up very fast, daily. You can see those fibs. They're nice. This cycle, they're pretty darn easy. After this, let's head towards $100,000, $104,000, and let's have a good time. Let's have a party. But yeah, these waiting periods are absolutely brutal. This cycle, absolutely brutal. It's almost making everybody have to be responsible investors, which is a little bit different. And I guess that's probably good because now the government's not giving out unlimited amounts of free money. So now you have to be a little bit more, and the government caused high inflation, which means everybody has less money overall. So yeah, little different right now, a little bit different than we're used to. But you're seeing Bitcoin get pushed back down right now. Actually, what are they trying to push us down below? 59,000? Yeah, they're trying to push us down back below 59,000 right now. What are some good exchanges to trade with the leverage in the USA? So full transparency, I'm sponsored by a few, but I only get sponsored by the ones I prefer since they all kind of offer me deals. If you're looking to trade mostly Bitcoin and Ethereum, I would say I have a link for JumpX on my page somewhere. This, let me pin the message very fast. There you go, the message is pinned. And basically the reason I think it's the best is just because I got you guys a 10% discount on all your trading fees. So let's say you incur $100 in trading fees in a day because you're doing a lot of trading. Basically you get $10 back, and that'll be put into your spot account. So you guys always get 10% back, and you guys start off with VIP 3, which means you guys are already paying less fees, less withdrawal fees, and all that type of stuff. A lot of exchanges nowadays have fees where they withdraw money, or you have to pay to withdraw money. With Ethereum network, which is crazy, use Tron, it's better, cheaper basically. But basically, it just means everything is a little bit cheaper. If you're looking for a very high leverage with Bitcoin and Ethereum, then I would say Weeks is probably your best thing. Weeks is very, very good. And then Blowfin and Weeks, they both have some of those very low market cap tokens, specifically Blowfin, which I really enjoy. So if you guys want to buy and trade a token that has like a $10 to $50 million market cap and you want to trade it with leverage, Blowfin and Weeks are really good with those ones as well. I've been seeing a lot of you guys specifically go over to those two exchanges just to have fun with meme coin trading. So if you guys want to trade with like 20, 50x leverage with a meme coin, that's the place to do it. JumpX is more of a place, with the link I just shared, is more where I'd say Bitcoin and Ethereum are really good. And then there's a few meme coins, but they're just now getting those meme coins up there. And I'm talking with them to get the Tron meme coins up, which I think are going to be really profitable down the road. But like Weeks already has the Tron meme coins, right? The Fed's chosen matrix, I know. Oh God, yeah, it'll be fun to watch. Or I'm gonna be sleeping, but it'll be fun to wake up to and see what the market says about it. And hey, I'm happy to see my mem. I want to do the 100x site that I use 50x max. So yeah, so JumpX will have up to 100x, maybe even 125. Weeks is probably gonna be the top one for you because Weeks has over 200x leverage. I just want to stress, using that high of leverage can be very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. So please make sure you know what you're doing if you're gonna go up and use 200x leverage. Like here's Weeks. I have a couple accounts with Weeks, but oh, let's see. I don't like this Kanye song. There you go. Dude, I wonder. Okay. So I can come over here. And the max leverage is going to be 200x. Look at that, 200. I don't know if I can zoom in a little bit more. All right, 200x leverage. That's pretty extreme, but you can do it. You can surely do it here, okay? Now, I'm not logged into the account, but yeah, 200 is the max. You can open long right here. You can, play with it. You can do all the buttons and stuff. You got all the live data right here kind of going for you. Oops. All right. I think you even have the market trades, right? So you can see everything going down if you really want to. There's different ways to organize it if you really want to, right? You can just have the sells going on, or the asks. You can just have the bids. You can have both. You can change, what number you're looking for to the what percentage. There's a lot of stuff you can do. I like TradingView, but people do use the original every now and again. I don't know why people use the original. I don't really. TradingView, you know what? I'm just trained on TradingView. That's all it is. I'm just trained on TradingView. Can I? Whatever, it's fine. You guys get it though. Original, TradingView. I like the tools on TradingView. Original, yeah, just not my thing. People should learn some patience. I mean, I should be saying that, but I don't even have patience. I mean, I have patience when trading, but it doesn't mean I like it. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you have to like it. I'm just like, man, this sucks. This sucks. And I'm scraping by with some nice scalps every now and again. Maybe some swing trades on that last big drop that we had. But ultimately, it's just like, I want to be hyped up. I really want to be hyped up, but I don't want to lie to you guys and say, oh my God, we're going to the moon. There's a lot of clickbait in the crypto community, like a lot of clickbait. I'm trying to stay away from that, even if it means I don't get as many views. But I think I'm going to start doing some more of those walking talks that I do. Like I'm about to start, well, I don't know how I would do it. You guys know I walk Loki every morning. I'm thinking about just pulling out my gimbal, recording myself talking, and then uploading it after I get back to the house so I can use the Wi-Fi. And then just kind of be like, hey everybody, here's the story with Bitcoin here today. Like 10, 15 minute talk every morning. or I can just go to my balcony, sit down and relax after the walk, so I'm not huffing and puffing and stuff. So we'll see. I hear about Octobits. I have no idea what that is, my man. It's called an investment for a reason. See, people don't think about crypto as an investment sometimes. I think that's the folly right there. Do we think we're going to 45K? I've been hearing that being talked about more and more. I would say right now it feels like we might go back to retest some of the low 50s, but I haven't seen much more than that. Just because, like, if you're thinking about the time, however, like, time works out for us right now. Next month, we're going to have a rate cut. And when's that rate cut during? Fed meeting schedule here. It's September 17th through the 18th. That's like 2 weeks away from now, isn't it? Let me double check my calendar. So that's what, 1 week, 2 weeks, like 3 weeks basically from now. So I mean, it's going to be a hard ask if we're going to have rate cuts and we're going to have all the way back down here to like 45. You know, where are we at right here? That's October. It'll have to happen before that. That means the next 2-3 weeks are just going to be bad after bad after bad after bad. And I don't see that happening right now. I think where you might start to see it become very much more plausible, obviously, is if we come back down. But again, if we break down below this Fibonacci level right there, and we hold down below with where the weekly chart closes. Because right now, until we start to see the MACD turn back over, we see the stochastic and the RSI turn back over, Bitcoin to me is kind of like dollar cost average, a little bit of that. Right now I'm dollar cost averaging into the Tron meme coins there just to kind of see what happens with them. A little bit there, and just kind of chill. And I'm waiting for some of those larger moves. But even the last move that I wanted to do a trade on, it didn't really perform as much as I wanted to, right? So I bought some back over here on the 13th. I bought some over here, all right? And then I started selling because I was a little bit more afraid. I started selling right back over here, all right? But typically, and I sold some over here, then I got stopped out over here. So I made a profit, But usually when you have this green change of character, plus we have the momentum on our side, everything kind of moving on, I typically expect us to try to rally back up here towards 67, 68. And so this move didn't happen. And that was very concerning to me because usually I'm pretty optimistic on these moves based off of my strategy. So I could be back up a little bit here. Let me just, let's go over here to smart money. There you go. Let's go over to the dailies. See how the last few dailies have been pretty good, even though overall everything was kind of rough as far as, you know, we're just going sideways. These are pretty good weekly holds that you guys can do. This time the weekly hold didn't even last for like 3 days before we got slammed back down here. That worked out pretty well. And again, this is without all the other Fibonacci's and all the other stuff we look at like breakouts, but that one worked out, that one didn't. But this is all the way back to October, right? This one didn't work out, that one worked out, this one didn't, that one did, that one did. And again, we're at the bottom of the barrel, so this isn't actually bullish territory to be buying. If anything, you're shorting every red candle bar that you see over here. Well, I guess you need a breakdown for that one, but still. There we go. So I'm hoping that we can kind of keep on going up, and maybe this is just kind of a fluke, and we'll continue to fly up towards $68,000, $69,000 before maybe getting rejected or so. But this last one, oh, that hurt right there. That hurt. It really hurt. I was really hoping for a nice move. I was pretty optimistic for it too. There we go. Listen to Dead by Kanye and T from Vultures 2. Let's see. Dead by Kanye. Don't even know if I've heard about that song before. There you go. I got it playing right now. Is going short after it breaks 59K a good short entry? For me, I tend to like to short at resistance levels and not when you break down below supports, because you could have some liquidity grabs there that can really be dangerous. So for me, I would have wanted to short either at 60,000 bucks like back over here like we were talking about, or $61,000. I think it's a little bit easier to just short at those levels of resistance, like along with the momentum though. I won't show this stuff. Like if we break 59,000 bucks, you could scalp that down, but you're only scalping it down like what, $350 before you hit the next level of support, and that becomes a little bit more tricky then, right? So you could short it, but it would only be for a short amount of time because you have that next level of support that's going to be there. And you see we're right at this larger level of support as well, right? So that one right there, don't even worry about this whole box, I guess, but just right there, around 58,000, that'd be more of a scalp type of play. You could definitely do it, but you'd have to be much more perceptive of what's going on. And at the same time, you're seeing the 4-hour chart, momentum is coming back into it just a little bit. Now, these two may be bullish, but the MACD is not. You may see this actually continue to try to rally here and be a little bit more shaky before ultimately a whale comes in to crash us, or a whale comes in to liquidate some of the shorts that hopped on board over here back at 63 and 62,000 bucks. 12-hour still bearish. Daily just turning bearish here, but there's still some hope with the MACD, and we've been here before where you have to really wait for that MACD to turn over before bad stuff happens. And last thing is you can see the divergences. There's a little bit of a bullish divergence right here, just like there was a little bit of a bearish one. On the daily, the 12-hour, you still have some divergences happening here. 4-hour, some bullish divergence right there, bearish over there. The 1-hour, a little bit of a bullish divergence here, just like with bearish, and usually they're okay. They work out a little bit here. So we do have a little bit of a bullish divergence with the histogram, the RSI, stochastic, CCI, and CMF here. So that's kind of nice to see. So again, we could definitely get choppy here and not just break down right away. Sounds like I planned 2 birds, 1 stone. I know for sure we're going to hit 54,600 because there's a equal low there that hasn't been grabbed since we took off from there. I would say there's a good chance we hit it, if not go down below that as well. What we've been seeing here is there's a potential for some really nice wicks to happen. But if you say 54,000 right here, right, 54,600 up here, I mean, we could easily go back down to the support level here, like around 53,000. So it'd be a pretty nasty move, and you have to be buying that fast because all of a sudden the rest of the market would be buying it as well. It's going to be a little bit sketchy down here, but you know, that's when everybody's panicking and having the worst time of their life. And hey, Aiden, yeah, that really messed me up too. I thought we were going to 70K, but those doji candles messed a lot of people up. Yeah, I mean, what do you call it? They usually have been working, but this is the thing where like they may work for you like 80 or 90% of the time, but that one time they don't. Maybe you're just a little bit too far ahead of your skis type of stuff. So I was like, damn, I was like, that sucks. Really sucks. But now, you know, I'm just going to chill and wait. It's kind of forcing me again to do some scalping. Like I was talking about the 4-hour charts, and the daily charts have been very good for opportunities just to kind of keep track of what's good, right? These 4-hour moves down, they're great. These ones right here are great. You may be like, Michael, oh my God, this move sucks. But I mean, for heaven's sakes, if you that's still like, you know, a 3% move right there. And in a sideways market, how big of a move do you need to make a trade, especially if you have the opportunity to use leverage? If you're not using leverage, you're probably not even going to be buying that. You may try to go here with the long or something like that, but the long right here, the MACD wasn't even good, so it's kind of iffy if you want to even take that trade, especially because you have a big level of resistance right here. Do you want to play with that resistance? No, most likely not. You're not going to buy a resistance. You're going to buy if you break out above resistance, and that's the move you'd make. So you got to have some of that background knowledge in your head, and that's why I always tell you guys to read those boring trading books, because usually they're going to be pretty helpful. There we go. If history rhymes, we will begin right up at the beginning of October. I think we may even see it the last week of September here, as far as starting to see that momentum climb. I think if October stays true, that's when you should start to see the larger breakouts happen. I don't know. I'm just hoping that I can use these next couple months to really load up on altcoins, specifically meme coins, because those things have been going crazy. And I want to have some leverage attached to them. So I'm going to buy some at spot, but I'm also thinking of just having a few with 2x or 3x leverage and seeing how far that takes me, because it still seems to be doing quite well. You don't care about these drops because you could just sell everything then wait. But since all my coins are in a wallet, I'd have to sell one by one and then the backbone. Oh yeah, gas is gonna kill you. Gas is crazy. There's tons of wallets out there nowadays, but yeah, you got to have your specific portfolios. And there's a lot of people who have their assets up in the earn system of different exchanges. So if you want to have like, your 3%, 4%, 5% earn rates every year, or, that you will see people not even decide to sell or move their assets, just park them there and keep that money coming in. How low do I think it's going to go? I still think we probably have to come back down here to the low 50s to retest out some of these supports. And then we're going to have a little bit more of a bounce coming in towards the end of September. Right now, that general vibe is down. Or that general trend is down. I shouldn't say vibe, but the trend is down. There's nothing stopping us from going down slowly, like further and further and further. September is over here. We keep on moving down, and we should at least spike down at least once down here. And this is where I'm probably going to try to buy up a decent amount of cryptocurrency again, and meme coins, everything. And then we're going to wait to see if we manage to bounce or if we do in fact fall down. I'm betting that we're going to bounce, but that's you got to be careful with that as well. I am going to probably watch some of Ben's videos because he's a master of Bitcoin dominance. I haven't had a chance to watch his content in a minute here, but I want to see if he thinks Bitcoin dominance has run its course. From what I've seen looking at some of the charts, I think we still have maybe a few more weeks as far as momentum is concerned that'll like keep altcoins kind of in a rough spot. But it looks like we may find a bright spot for altcoins to kind of gain some dominance back again sometime in September. So I'm hoping here. Just going to hold. I feel most big players are waiting to see if Trump wins. If Kamala wins, we will see a big drop for a few weeks, I feel. Yeah, it'll be a little bit more of a stunner right there because we know the regulation is going to be awful for crypto if that's the case, if she wins. So, and we'll have to see. But again, hopefully I don't have to worry about it because I'm moving to maybe Thailand next year. Maybe Thailand. I'm not entirely sure yet. October is when the full bull run was supposed to start, so we're ahead of schedule. It's not supported by this correction. Yeah, I think right now it's just been boring. I think that's what everybody's been really talking about here. This is not fun to watch. You get some fun moves in there, right? Like woo or woo, a little bit every now and again. But I mean, if you're holding altcoins, this has been kind of a rough experience for you guys. Really rough one. All right, but I'm going to call it a day here. I'll be on later on tonight, like very late tonight. I have to go out to the lounge because I wasn't there yesterday. I have to go to the lounge, and there's a football game tonight. I'm going to watch the first NFL game of the season, and I'm going to enjoy football like a normal human being, drinking old Cubans and smoking a cigar. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. It was fun chilling with you guys for about an hour and a half or an hour. And then keep an eye on Bitcoin. It's still bearish right now, don't get me wrong, but like there are some scalps that are available for you guys. Some nice scalps available. Beyond that, some of these day trades are just a little bit tedious unless you guys have active leverage, okay? So see you guys a little bit later, and hope you guys are also watching the football game tonight. Relax, chill, forget about Bitcoin.